Okay. I am still technically #1 on controller, so I'm not changing my stream title. The plan? Farm Horde to masterwork my new masterworking gloves, or my new HP gloves, and beat 110, 111, so I take back my #1 slot on the leaderboard. If I get enough masterworking mats, hopefully. I mean, you can join, Pants. Like, you're fine to join. Sanctum's messaging me. I gotta check it in here in a second here. Also, the 5% of the damage that I'm going to lose from crit damage with the new gloves, I might actually be ahead in damage because I'll have better barrier uptime with those, with the extra like 2,000 HP that they'll give me. Right. You just request to join. You're good to join whenever here. This will also give it, like, grinding the Abductite here will also give me a few master, probably a few Paragon points with the EXP bonuses that are up now. So... we're getting like a half a level per horde run, that would be huge. But yeah, you have me added, you can just request to join the party here and I'll accept here. That way I don't have to like alt tab, reach over my keyboard or anything here. No, this is shit. We've gotten all the elite fixes here, but nothing good. I guess I still am considered the #1 rapid fire rogue. Too. Oh, come on. Lightning resistances. There, I'll just turn random channel here. But yeah, I'm just gonna grind horde and get Abductite until I get enough Abductite to masterwork these new gloves, and then I'm gonna break the one, and then I'm gonna break 111 to 112. because I figure it's a 4% damage lost in like overall from the crit damage, right, on those gloves. But if I'm getting better barrier uptime, and I'm not getting one shot and like losing run after run because of that, it'll like make it up for the damage loss. Because like every time I cast a rapid fire cast without that barrier, it's like I'm missing a massive amount of damage, you know? And this is giving so much XP right now. By the time we're done with this, I'll have at least 1 or 2 levels, probably. By the time I have enough mats to, like, properly sit down and masterwork those gloves. But yeah, Amon, you're welcome to join. I wasn't gonna stream today, but, like, I got home early enough that it's like, I'll stream till, like, 8 o'clock or something, 5 hours or something like that. Because I only have 60 abductite. Nah, I'm out. I'm out. I have the basic mats. I have hella, like, amounts of those, but, like, the abductite I don't have a lot of at the moment. I even tried it, like, this is how overkill my damage is, by the way, for 111. I did it late last night with Doombringer on instead of my normal legendary dagger, and I got to the boss in 5 minutes, and it was just a shit boss. Or sorry, with 5 minutes left. So enough time to kill the boss with Doombringer. So like my damage is well over the amount that would be needed to beat 111. It's probably pushing like 112 if not higher. Like as far as the DPS goes, but like it's the survivability that I gotta handle it, you know? Like, because like we're overkill on DPS, but we're like under on the survivability aspect, so we gotta fix that part. And the only option was either we pick up HP in our gloves, or we grab, yeah, it was basically all we could do is pick up HP in our gloves. Or run Doombringer, which is a massive DPS loss, right? And I think the reason why Doombringer actually felt like it was almost being the same damage was like, yeah, last night when I was testing it, like I was getting there in the same amount of time to the boss as I was with my legendary gloves, was because of the extra HP it provides for your barrier. So like it's better uptime. So you're not like rapid fire casting like multiple casts without having your barrier. But that doesn't solve the problem when, like, we get higher. I think we're gonna need Fists of Fate, so then I have to figure out how to fix the problem when we're running Fists of Fate. Which, honestly, the answer to that would be 2 GA Shroud. With the HP GA, because that would be roughly the same amount of extra HP that we would be getting from those gloves. I don't have a GA HP, it's just normal. It's just all, this is all stats and resource gen. Well, see, the damage stops scaling after a certain point, right, Constantine? So it doesn't matter. You know? Because the damage will just stop scaling. Like, generally, it's always been at, like, 100 we stop scaling. Oh, what did Sanctum say? Okay, so I'm gonna take a screenshot of how much HP I have now, and then we'll look at how much HP we have after a 10 wave. Okay, I'm inside. The 10 wave ones are the best for Aether if you're after masterworking mats. Siroc's build? Isn't that Siroc's build? Sanctum looked at my Paragon and optimized it for me too. I gotta just look at it in a little bit. He's better at optimizing Paragon than I am. Like, I can make it good, but he's, like, does it perfect every time. Okay, we started at 184 mil. What are we at? I'm at 194 mil on wave 2. So I've already made 10 mil XP. Yeah, so 184 mil out of one run. 10 mil out of like one wave is huge. That's a horde run. For one horde, that's basically a full pit run for one horde level. So yeah, we'll level fast as fuck in here. So like those last, so I'll have more Paragon to work with by the time I get those gloves done as well. Oh, I'll be stronger because he did. I think he maxed out every glyph node, every glyph on top of grabbing all the additive shit. I'll have to look at it still, but it's gonna be good. Oh, is this just like the shit one? We haven't seen Hellborn at all. I went with Burning Hellfire because at least that's a guaranteed like average of like maybe 4 every round, and then we can get the Burning Hellborn one. I had Doombringer on because I don't want to sit here and spam pots. With my... I think I have a couple times, but yeah, I'm running Fists of Fate and Doombringer because I don't want to have to spam pots in here. Because like it's so hard to get my pots to drop as like often as I would need it in here. And I got sick of dying. But I figure the new gloves should put me roughly around 12 to 13,000 HP total. Which should basically be enough to, like, not die anymore to some dumb shit. AKA ground-based AoE. Holy shit, this is awful. I mean, I'm not complaining about the XP, but other than that, it's pretty bad. So there apparently was a bug with DLSS that was causing, like, everyone to crash and, like, not be able to get back in the game. I was like, what do you mean? There was a bug that's, like, game-breaking that's, like, oh, and then I read it's DLSS, and it's like, oh, I don't have to worry about that. I'm on an AMD card. Oh, okay, I understand. He's probably using it just to cap his lightning resist. Okay. Understand it now. Yeah, how many herbs do you have? Yeah. Holy shit. So even with a shit horde run that's not spawning as many elites as we could possibly have had, I'm like, let's see here. We'll know after the run, because I'll average out how much it's like giving us on per 10 wave here after we do like 10 of these. I'll just write down the amount that like I start on and end at after each run. People are idiots. I'm just like, I don't even think, like, acknowledge that shit. Like, I just ignore it. There's no reason in acknowledging people like that. Because they're... That's why block exists. Or you just troll them. Well, I'm used to that shit. Like, if you seen my Steam profile, it's like 5 pages of people accusing me of hacking. Any FPS I play, I get called a cheater on. If I'm like actually playing it seriously, it's gonna get like I'm gonna get called a cheater eventually. Because you gotta figure like I'm like my aim is like beyond good, so everyone thinks I aimbot. But they don't realize, but they're too, like, half the time they're too stupid to look at my Steam profile. They'll come into my Steam page and comment when I'm, like, playing a shooter. But they're, like, too blind to see the 1,000 hours spent in Kovacs. Well, like, anymore, like, if you're trying to compete in FPS games, like, you basically have to play on LAN if you want a fair game. You're never gonna get like a fair match anymore, unless you're playing on LAN, because the cheating issue on like basically every FPS is so dominant now. Wow, we just now got Hellborn. Holy shit, that's awful. Oh, the XP in here is kind of nuts, though. Holy shit. I'm almost up a half a level. Yeah, just from the 2 we've done, I'm almost up like a half a level. Wow. Oh. I wouldn't even consider this a good run because we haven't seen a lot of like elite spawns or Hellborn spawns, and those give extra XP. Because elites get more XP than the trash, right? But yeah, that's a lot of XP. I figure by the time I get enough Abductite to masterwork the HP gloves to fix the one-shot problem, I will take. I should be at least a level or two higher than when I started. At this rate of XP. I mean, I'll tell you exactly how much it is in a second. Because I screenshotted what I started at. Alright, so we started at... Open this chest. We started at... Let's see, where did it go? I started at 184 million, and I have 233. So it would be... 49 million XP out of one run. And it wasn't even a good run. Okay, now we'll see. We're at 233, and I'm gonna screenshot this again here. And I don't have any more 10 waves, so someone else has to pop one here. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a ton. That'll be enough to get me enough Abductite to hopefully do this sword. And then I gotta double check the math, because if I'm dropping that crit damage, it brings the rail... Because, like, before, crit damage was 1% worse than Dex, but if we're dropping that crit damage relatively, it changes the math. To where the crit damage masterwork on the sword might actually be outperforming the Dex masterwork on the dagger. Or on the, sword. Nice. Oh, we got Hellborn Wave 1. That's huge. I'm up to 7,100 now. So, as far as the Abductite goes. Abductite? How? Oh. That's insane. I'm okay. I have like 60k hide right now, so I'm okay on hide at the moment. I probably won't be on. Okay, yeah, that was before I masterworked every piece on my of the armor perfectly. So I probably will be like low on hide after I'm done with these gloves, but for now. Is that how you guys are getting getting actual aspects? I need a max roll at Edge Masters. Mine's only at 24. I mean, that's basically max with like that 1%. I didn't even realize there was Hellfire spawns Hellborn. Oh well. Hellfire spawns Hellborn isn't very consistent anyways. It doesn't. It spawns it like randomly. I haven't looked. I mean, every class can use Edge Masters though, can't they? Crazy people. Not worried about it. He barely... Yeah, he beat me by 2 seconds, and like, I'm already ready to clear 112. Because he's probably RMT'd it and he has it bugged. That's a guarantee you that's what it is. Yeah, he's using bugged necro tempers. That's gotta be what it is. More than likely. Because there's no reason to not show your gear unless you're doing something that's sus. With your gear, right? Especially on a video that you're uploading to YouTube, up to like the leaderboard, there's zero reason to not show your gear unless you're doing some sus shit with your gear. Nice. Yeah, I did not expect to stay. I don't expect to stay ahead of Cranks on rapid fire if I'm being honest, because like he's on keyboard and mouse can target better than I can. Oh, that's not a. I'll beat that. I'll beat that for sure because I'm pushing 112. I have the DPS for 112. It's just I don't have the survivability for 112 right now. Yeah, that's what I'm running. It's used for knockdown. No, Cranks is legit. He's not running any like sus like bug shit that I know of, but like the Korean 110 overpower flurry, if he's not showing his gear, it's really sus. Yeah. Yeah, so like if he's not showing his gear, it's a little sus. Well, like, my goal isn't to like be the #1 rogue. As long as I'm like the top on controller, I don't give a shit. Because I have no illusions that I cannot keep up with someone playing like the same build or near the same build with keyboard and mouse. There's no way. Simply because the aura targeting problem. But then again, Cranks is playing cold, and that doesn't, like, I might be able to beat, I'd probably be able to beat that because cold just does not keep up with physical at the moment. It doesn't have, like, well, the problem is cold, the benefit you get from cold imbuement's damage is completely conditional, right? And the problem with that is it makes it so you can't run Starless, right? It locks you out of being able to run Starless. You're forced into a legendary ring, which is about 30 to 40% worse than Starless to run a legendary ring on rapid fire. So everything you're getting out of cold is a benefit. You're losing to the fact that you can't run Starless. Everything. There is no benefit to running cold because you lose out on Starless, basically, is the problem. So when you're losing out on that, and then on top of that, all the molts for conditionals like inside of your Paragon are worse than the molts that you would like run for like physical. So like you have to run you're gonna want to run Eldritch if you're running like an imbue, right? That's a 20% molt. It's actually one of the weaker end because like as far as the molts go. Because you look at Cheap Shot or Tricks of the Trade and those are both 25. Ambush is 22. Like, so like you're gonna be doing less damage either way you look at it, alright? And then like if you're not 1cc'ing every pack, so that's where it's gonna start to fall off for the cold build that I think Cranks is running. Is the second he stops being able to 1cc every single pack, it's not gonna be able to push any further, basically. Because because cold generally hits like a wet noodle outside of CC. And that was the problem I had with playing cold. Like when I was playing it on controller, it was like in season 4, It just hits like a wet noodle outside of CC. Yeah, I mean, I'll crack it as soon as I get these new gloves done. See, the problem is not even that I don't have the damage. It's that those random one-shots that you can't protect from because they ignore damage reduction, I don't have the HP to survive them. So I bought new gloves. I got them. They're tempered. They're ready to go. I dropped like 4% of my crit damage for it, if even that. I don't think it's even that much. And they have HP. They'll put me to like 12,000 base HP, which will then, it should let me eat those one-shots, and it should give me better barrier uptime. So like after everything's said and done, I should be quite a bit stronger than I was yesterday, because like figure any rapid fire cast that I fire that doesn't have the that's not like with my barrier active is missing 45% of its damage, which is very significant. Okay, so we're at 289 and we started at, where is the screenshot, 235. So that one was even more than 49 mil. That was a lot. No, that first one sucked. Alright, so let's see. We are at 289 million, and we started at 233. We're just going to round it because I'm not doing the exact. I'll just round it here. So 289 minus 233 would be 56 mil out of that run. Mm-hmm. That's 5 pits worth of XP, basically. No, you're right. If you don't include the trash mob, it's less, but yeah. Okay, so what is this that Paragon look like that Sanctum sent me? No, it's basically the same. It's just the pathing is a little different, I think, here. Slightly better than what I had. But he actually grabbed basically everything. So all the legend nodes and shit that I don't have right now is good. It's set for 305 Paragon and I only have 304, but we're about to hit that, so. So like with that, I'm definitely going to be doing enough damage. Because those Paragon changes, that's like 100 more decks than what I have right now. And like a bunch more additive damage. So... we have 11k Abductite, so we get that to like 40, 30k, and what we get, and then I'll like try and masterwork here. We're doing good, mister. Cranks actually beat me on the leaderboard with rapid fire. Kind of impressive, but we'll full fix that as soon as I get my gloves masterworked here. We got some I got a new Paragon set up that because Sanctum helped me optimize my boards a little bit better. Not a lot of changes, it's just like a few. We've got new gloves to fix the one-shot problem here. And then we also have, and then we'll just go push 110. Or, sorry, 112, 111 here. Because I'm 90% sure I can do it faster than having 2 seconds left to spare. Here. Yeah. The Druid got to 108. Nice. Yeah. But generally, my goal is just to beat everyone with a controller. I don't like I'm because I know there's no way I keep up with keyboard and mouse because I can't target like they can. So like the auras don't slow down the keyboard and mouse like they do me because they can just pinpoint it. I can't do that. And apparently I am not crazy. I've talked with like a lot of people and I brought it up in a couple different places. It looks like there is a cap on how many targets a single or a cast of something can hit. So if there's a ton of things in a group, you're not going to hit them all even if they're all inside the AoE. So that would be the problem when I'm like pushing and I have these massive packs and there's an aura in the middle and it's taking like 12 casts just to kill the aura, even though I'm doing like 500 billion damage a cast. Oh, it is annoying. Because it reduces the value of ad grouping tools. Which is something that Rapid Fire has always really struggled with, is having like tools to easily ad group stuff. But now that we don't have that, I mean, we're still going to use it because we still need it, right? It's still the best for clear speed, but like, it does kind of reduce the value of it. Like, this run might give me might level me up. That XP out of here is nuts, though, with this XP bonus active. We could be getting more if we went and got the next Nightmare Dungeon XP bonus, but, like... Eh? That would probably push it to, like, 70, 80 mil run. Nice. Yeah, basically the best way to level your glyphs is to find a friend that has a Spiritborn. Yeah, I need 87 mil to level. So it won't be this run, it'll be the next run that levels me. And then I can, like, retweak my Paragon to run set it up how Sanctum has it. $313. Or sorry, I'm 113. 113 to 14, I'm thinking. After this Paragon change, there's not going to be much left for, like, picking up random, other than, like, grabbing more random dex nodes inside of Paragon. But we'll get there. It's probably safe to assume that Cranks' gear is basically identical to mine, if not slightly better. So, and if he's barely beating 111, and I'm like blasting 112 already, and I just can't stay alive, then like I don't think it's good. Like, yeah, because mathematically, there's no mathematical way cold should be able to outperform physical. The math doesn't exist. It doesn't work, you know. for it. I've seen the planner. It's just a cold build. Paragon is similar to mine, but like it's not as strong. I didn't watch the video, but unless he's pushing like 20 bill, 25 bill an arrow, though, he's not keeping up. Hey, what's the question, Ovi? Thanks for the follow, by the way. None of these are good. No, second wind. So the sheet is a lie. The sheet doesn't even calculate, like, half the time, if you have, cap 2, right? So, because, like, it doesn't calculate your cap 2 attack speed most of the time, so, like, it only really shows the cap 1 on attack speed there. So, basically, that's where you have to use, like, the calculator and, like, then to calculate that, right? So, like, every second time I use, every, other cast here, Ovi, when I'm actually spamming potions like I do normally, and, like, when I'm pushing, right now I'm not. It will drain 100% of my energy, and anytime I spend 100 energy, it gives me a barrier for 3 seconds. So basically, it gives you 100% uptime on barrier when it's all said and done. Does damage cap? Yeah, damage does have a cap in pits. It stops scaling after a certain level. I don't know what it is now. It used to be 100. Like, the damage would stop scaling after 100. I don't know if it's still 100, but... So we're at 339 million now. Yeah, that was... So the biggest problem with that is... Any, like, ground-based AoE, like, you got your cold circles, your fear circles, your poison bubbles, your lightning damage, it all basically ignores damage reduction, right? So anytime you get hit with that, there's no amount of damage reduction in the world that's going to save you from that, basically. The only solution is to stack on more HP. Normally, in previous seasons, the way we would do that was we would just stack on rubies, right? But now, since we don't have that option, it's basically we're going to have to start dropping out damage affixes for HP affixes. And or run Doombringer. Since Doombringer isn't really a great option for pushing. I mean, I did a 111 last night with Doombringer and was at the boss in 5 minutes left. So that's like enough time to kill the boss. It was just a bad boss. So, I mean, you could probably clear through like 108, 109 comfortably with a Doombringer on. Right? Do I recommend it? No. Are you going to need like basically perfect best in slot gear to do it? Yes. Or you can just pick up and drop the crit damage affix out of the rapid fire gloves and run a HP affixes, which is what I did. I went and bought HP gloves today. Right. I mean, Shroud basically almost gives the same amount of damage reduction materials. I mean, not the same amount, but it's like, it does give a good chunk of damage reduction from our DR passives. And there's something weird going on with damage, like all damage, where it's like scaling massively. So I don't know what's causing that, but like I'll like look at my all damage here, or is it? And it's like, oh, I have like 452%. Sometimes, like when I'm in combat, that shit'll jump to like almost 2,000%. It's like trick attacks, but like I don't know what scaling all damage like trick attacks is. All right, do I have any 10 waves? Have we picked any up? Yeah, I don't know what's causing it. Otherwise, I'd say we build into it. Because look at this. Okay, so see, we look at my RL damage right now on my stat sheet, and it's now 985. Now that I'm in combat. I don't understand. And then, like, right? And now let's look at it. Here. See, 1,200. I have zero idea what's causing this. 1,400. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know what's causing it. Because it's not the Starless Malt. I already checked that. Right? Like... But I do have a feeling that's where a lot of the damages are coming from for this build. Because, like, we look at the... Like, it jumps from, like, 400 base up to, like 1,500. Like, we'll be sitting at 400 in town, and then, like, the second we enter combat, it's 1,000 to 1,400. So it's basically giving you 3 times the amount which basically is making all other additive damage sources other than all damage and crit damage very shit because of the relative diminishing returns. Right? Because you figure if you're 1400 all damage and 2000 crit damage, that means to get 10% more DPS out of an additive stat, you need to be pushing an additional 300% from a single additive stat for it to be even like a 10% benefit. Right? So I have no idea what's scaling the all damage like that, but like, it is kind of nuts. Alright, we're at 16k at Ductite now. I don't want to even attempt to masterwork it until I'm at like 30k though, because like, I know it's going to cost a lot to triple hit it. It's probably going to be more than 30k. I say that, but then it's going to hit on the first try. Oof. I'm still like flabbergasted at the Fist of Fate I found yesterday. Like, what the hell? I have them on right now. I'm not gonna master or work with them or anything unless like I decide I really want to make a build with them. I'll just hold it on in case like if there's something that comes up that I really need money or can use them in trade is like a perfect mult Sky Hunters or like 3 GA rapid fire gloves, you know, something like that. We're about to hit 77. Yeah, he should be. I mean, there was the bug. I mean, there was always a workaround for the bug, just nobody knew about it. I knew about it because I tested it, but like... That's why we did like a bunch... I mean, it takes forever to spawn the menu, but like, it guaranteed he doesn't eat your mats. That's not wrong. So... Freaking opal farming is like good money as well. Alright, we're about to level up. But if all damage is doing that and damage per Dark Shroud feeds into freaking all damage, there might be an argument for damage per Dark Shroud now. Again, being better than crit damage. Because it's even if it's like 52% base, or 52% with a full masterwork, that would be times 5, 250%, and then multiplied by 3 would be 750% basically additive from 1 damage per Dark Shroud affix. But that would mean I had to run damage for... That would mean I had to, like, somehow pick up Dark Shroud. It would also mean that you could get, if you got like a dex damage, crit damage, all 3 GA sword, and you could figure out how to survive without that extra HP, that it would actually kind of be nutty. You know? Because even like that, what a GA damage, all damage is what 75% times what 3, which would be 310% off a single affix additive. That's almost as strong as trick attacks. Rip. Alright, we're gonna get probably like 5,000 out of this run. Lots of good Hell Tides affixes here. Or Hellborn. We'll just go with this so we get... I'll figure I'll be like 278 by the time I have enough abductite, probably. Perfect hit. Triple hit. Oh, 277 fills all the Paragon requirements for the new Paragon Sanctum set me. It was kind of shit for as many Aether as I just dumped into it. That was only 3,800. Like, we've dumped more Aether than that into it and gotten, like, less Aether than that into it today and gotten, like, 5k. Actually, no, I started at 17. I'm at 21, so that was not bad, actually. It just only showed up 3,100. Okay. Might take a second. Well, you go and just sit AFK in the next ward and redo the Paragon here. But I don't have any keys, so one of you has to start it. Thank you. Appreciate it, by the way. Okay, let's see. What do I need to change here? I don't think I have to change too much, honestly. Okay, I'm not watching chat right now. I am about to respec my Paragon, so... Oh, you fuck. Okay, back to doing what I was doing. Okay, it goes like that, yes. Oh my god, why am I doing it with a controller? Combat. Thanks for the follow. I'm not tabbed over to see chat right now. I'm looking at the Paragon planner here. I'm almost done with the Paragon. I got like one board left, and to finish off my Eldritch board, and we're done here. Okay, deadly ambush. And this is the one where you saved a lot of points, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, so we have it. So we get the damage. This? Yeah. I'm missing an end node here. I don't see it. What did I skip? Okay, there we go. Everything's done. Now this is really sucking. I'm at 266. Okay, and now I'm looking at chat, guys. Thanks for the follow, Zenan. Okay. Now we're gonna get probably like 3,000 out of this run. 24k. Once we hit 30k, I'll make the first attempt at it. Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, if we're getting if our additive damage stat is getting multiplied by 3x, that would mean that, God, if you could figure out the survivability, if you ran like a crit damage, all damage deck sword, that would be massive. Oh, damage per combo point. That's still not enough. That would be, like, even if you're full combo points, that would take you from 300 to... From the 422 I have... 452 I have right now, even with 126 times 3, that's still not enough to, like, make sense. Like, that explains some of it, but not... So a full combo points, I'm at 14, I'm at 1,000, right? We had 25,000 abductite. This is enough to try it at least once, maybe, after this run, if we have a good run. So maybe I do some pit pushing in like an hour or so. We'll do like an hour more of horde and then we'll make an attempt. Because that should give me enough abductite to at least like double hit the crit the rapid fire range on my new gloves. I get good victimized drops. Okay, I will keep an eye out. I haven't seen any. Who's Dum Dum? Oh, I have no idea. My battle tag? It's exclamation BattleNet in chat. Here, I'll give it to you here. Why is my asking me to log into Twitch on if I'm using the? That's fucking weird. Someone use the BattleNet command for my here. There. Here. This is really a crap run, isn't it? At the moment, I think. You can just add me. That works too. I'm not running my normal build, by the way, so if you were trying to inspect me, Pete, that's like, this is literally just a meme build so I don't have to spam potions doing horde. Because it's like, I got like Fists of Fate and Doombringer on it, like. This ain't my normal build. Hey, if I can figure out what's causing that, like, all damage, but, like, randomly increasing. Oh, okay. What's up, Cranks? Is it unstable that's doing it? Yeah, yeah, I know that. Maybe it is. Oh, it is unstable that's doing it. Yeah, it's like boosting your all damage by like 90%. That's it. I don't usually look at the stat sheet, to be honest. Yeah, I honestly don't expect to stay #1. So that means that missing unstable rank in my amulet is actually probably more impactful than I thought. Yeah, yeah, I'll grab you right here. Yeah, so that means that that hit on Frigid is actually probably really, really bad. Worse than I thought it was. On my amulet. So that means I probably should redo my amulet too eventually. Well, with everything jumping up like that, I wonder if they made the pit tier scaling a little easier for the other classes like here. Which means if I'm still hitting like 25 billet arrow, like, I could probably do 113 tonight. Half the time they don't put shit in the patch notes. There's a lot of shit that they do that doesn't make it into the patch notes. Another thing I've noticed, Crank, and I don't know if you've noticed this at all. I don't know if you're running Cry, but have you noticed that sometimes, like, if there's like a large pack, and it's really noticeable with Aura that sometimes, like, you can be dropping your rapid fire AoE straight on top of the pack's head, and it takes no damage on the Aura. I don't know if you're still watching, but like that, apparently a lot of people. Okay, yeah. So that's basically in 90%. It's a bug, and it has something to do with the rapid fire having a limit to how many mobs it can hit. $4G8 Crown of Lucian? I mean, it could be used in some builds. I found them yesterday. They dropped off a beast kill for me. Alright, I am ready to do another one. There. Yeah, more. Okay. Yeah, it's probably the best item I've ever self-found. I'm not gonna lie, that is probably hands down the best item I've ever self-found. Honestly, the biggest issue for me, Cranks, has been the ground AoEs just randomly one-shotting me in pit. Like, it doesn't matter, like, and I've tried adding, like, more HP, I've tried using the HP rune, nothing seems to really help with it. So, like, I went and bought new gloves that I'm gonna masterwork that have, like, an HP affix on them. So, like, so hopefully that brings the HP up to where, like, it stops happening. Because I figure I would need, like, 12,000 HP to prevent it completely. Yeah, see, I have 9,700 with a pot right now. Because I don't know if you have a GA Shroud or anything like that. Yeah, I'm just getting my ass handed to me in there. So I figure I'll drop like 4% of my crit damage, maybe, even if that, to grab more, HP here. That should fix the problem. Okay, so my Shroud is different. I'm GA all stats with 3 crits on it. So basically, I'm picking up the HP in my gloves instead of the crit damage. Jesus, that's bad. Yeah, ideally I want all stats NGA, whatchamacallit. I really only need the 2. I just need all stats and HP, and then that would basically fix the problem. I'm not deconning my old gloves by any means, in case I do find that all stats pair. But yeah. So yeah, that's basically, you have the exact opposite of mine, right? Mine's full all stats, and yours is full, HP. Like, it's just flip-flopped. You have an HP, affix, whereas is GA, whereas mine's a all stats. The only thing that would be better than what I have is 2 GA. With the right hits. That's fair. I think with, those gloves, though, I should be pushing around 12,000 HP with a pot. So it should be about the same. And then I get to pick up, and then I get to keep that massive, like, all stats hit. I also was, like toying around last night. I got to the boss in 5 minutes last night with Doombringer on. Right? So, like, I think, like, anything below 110, like, just for, like, as far as the guide's sakes go, we can just put Doombringer on there. Because if I'm able to get to the boss with 5 minutes left with Doombringer on, at 111... like, definitely doable. For most people, that's for like 110 probably, for most people with Doombringer on. Because it doesn't take, like, if you get a good boss, it takes 4 minutes to kill him, if that. If, like, Spirit Color, I'm pretty sure I could do it 111 in, like, 3. Oh, finally summoned Teleport. We're almost halfway to the next level. Yeah, because that's where I pull ahead as boss damage, right? Like, that's where I was pulling ahead of you last season, right, Cranks? Was the boss damage. It's just you have better ag clear than me, right? Because the unconditional build just pulls ahead on the boss damage. Whereas it falls slightly behind on ag clear. But, like, it evened itself out because the boss damage, you know? But this season, I don't know. Because, like, if you look at the math, right? Because we figure between the attack speed breakpoints and the core skills on Starless is about a 100% multiplier, right? Like, if you add in, like, everything that it gives you, you can count it as 100% X, basically. So, like, when I was looking at, like, a legendary ring, the highest you could get a legendary ring, like, relative to your current stats was, like, 60? So even with Cold Imbue, it's still basically losing out the Starless, and then you have to take, like, Eldritch, which is a worse molt than, like, SA Exploit Weakness, or, like, Chicks of Cheap Shot, or, Cunning. And then, like, we also still have to take Deadly Ambush. So, like, there's more... The mults are bigger when you look at the physical damage side of Rapid Fire at the moment than what we can get with, like, imbued damage. As far as, like, shit. Brain blank. Yeah, as far as, like, this, like, the raw damage potential from the multipliers goes. If that makes sense. Oh, shit. See, when I'm not using a potion without HP, it's bad. I would love to use it. Yeah, just grab Surging Elite. I need to update it for Poison Trap. It still has Shadow Step on there. I'm not using that anymore. But yeah, I would like, if you want to try my build, I would love to see that, because I would love to see what it's capable of on keyboard and mouse, because like I can't do it, you know, and I know I know it can push farther than I can do it on controller, if someone on keyboard and mouse got a hold of it and had the gear to build it properly, but it's not really an option for me. At the moment, unfortunately. I wish it was. I'll probably update the planner with all the changes I've made to it tonight. Like after stream. Here, I wasn't gonna stream today, but I ended up streaming. Okay, how many abductite do we have? 29k? Should be getting closer to what we would need. We're getting there. Yeah, there's no way to, like, if, since it's multiplying the damage, if we, since precision is, or not precision, unstable is multiplying all damage and, like, drastically boosting it, damage per Dark Shroud actually might have, like, a benefit, but that would mean that you would have to run, a lot of, you'd basically have to run Dark Shroud. And I don't know it because, like, when I factored Cal in, right? When I was doing the math on Cal, just the crit damage from Cal, right? That's feeding into precision is basically a 235% mult. So it's really hard to get anything to where it competes with Cal. Like, as far as a push situation goes, right? But I don't know past that. Like, if you could make it work for, like, maybe tier 100 speed farm, maybe, right? The other idea I was toying around with, but I couldn't make it work because of the HP problem, that if I ever find like a 2GA Shroud, I might try, was using Umber Crux instead of Edge Masters to try and help with the AoE issue with that, with the AoE cap issue. Because even if we're hitting 20 billion and it's echoing it like 500 bill an arrow, a rapid fire cast, and it's echoing 20% of that back, like, that's still a lot of damage, right? As an echo. Here. Because that would be... Shit. Let me see here. That's 100 billion damage that it's echoing back. Basically. To everything around it. I just haven't found a good Umbro that's even worth trying it on yet. Alright, and what time is it? We'll go till 5 on the push, on the horde shit, and then we'll call it from there and try to masterwork it. That should be enough runs to get me. Actually, should I just go until I hit the next level? Because we're almost halfway there. I think we just go until we hit the next level. Because this next one, if it's a good run, will give me 39,000 Abductite. And I figure much more, we're gonna run out of Rawhide before I run out of Abductite, because it's about to get to the point where it's matching my Rawhide. I mean, I've got like 60,000 Rawhide, it should be fine. Even if I just go for a double hit, like, a double hit is fine for now, especially with the amount of DPS that I'm putting down, like, already. Like, it's like, the only thing that was stopping me from beating 111 last night is I couldn't stay alive to get a run without multiple deaths. I've been running the purple opals, so I have a good amount of boss mats too, I think, here. We've got... shit, not as many as I thought. 12 blood, 12 fear, and 2. I have a bunch of shackles, but not a lot of pin cushions. I got like 10 stacks of shackles. Because I hate running Andy solo. How did I just lose game audio? The heck? I don't know what caused it. That's weird. It killed it on stream too. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. I hit the wrong button on my controller. I muted the game audio. Oops. Yeah, it's unstable. 100%. It's doing it. Okay, so we're at 1100. We're gonna pop a pot. You guys don't have to wait for me to pop the things. I don't care which ones you hit. As long as it's like not shit and like you take the Hellborn ones when you see them. I think everyone in here should know how to like properly affix the Horde by now. See, I found a decent Umbra last season, like really early in the season. It was like a 3GA, right? And I sold it for 60 bill. Like a week or two into the season. It basically funded my entire rapid fire build for the rest of the season. Hordes are actually almost more efficient than refinements, to be honest. Unless you're like blitzing the refinements in 2 minutes or less, hordes are better. So that means that when I get it, if I ever find a 2GA Shroud in the right stats this season, I can basic. I mean, I can craft. This is the runes are like fucking expensive. It's everything, I think, at this point. I mean, the sparks are easy to get. The sparks are not a problem, right? It's just the runes. Did you upload your 112 run, Cranks? Yeah. No, Cranks. Well, it usually takes them like a day to update it. Let's see here. I'm probably gonna die trying to do this right now. Oh, so your bow is slightly better than mine. Yeah, basically you have a better bow than me and a better, like, a 1% better ring and a 1% better con, but like, that's not that bad. The 4% on the bow is a big difference though. Yeah, but like, I've done thousands of him. Not seen it. Like, I could sell these Fists of Fate and then, like, afford 2 Sky Hunters, but, like, you don't even see a 60% X ever. And, like... So, like, well, let's say 1% off my con, 1% off my ring, and then, like... I found them yesterday off of Beast Run! They're pretty equivalent to rapid fire gloves, and I think if you could solve the HP problem with rapid fire without needing the gloves... Like, when you factor in, like, the extra attack speed breakpoint, because I don't have a GA attack speed starless and everything from Fist of Fate and all that shit, like, you're looking at a pretty even equivalent to your, like, your basic rapid fire gloves, to where, like, Fist of Fate can do, like, more damage, almost. But then you're gonna run into that survivability issue. So, like, I'm kind of saving them in the hopes that I find, a better shroud. Right? And then I'll actually run them for pushing, because we do have, like, a stagger speed problem. So, like, if we're doing, like, comparative damage to, like, our normal rapid fire gloves, it's better. You know? Alright. I'm gonna try masterwork the new gloves now. I think I have a decent amount. Like, any more than this, and I'm gonna have to go farm rawhide, honestly. We want triple hit on the rapid fire. Ideally. Okay, that was easy. What the fuck? Not like the fourth? It took me 7,000 abductite. That'll work. 12.3k HP. That should be good. How am I looking on instance here? I think I should be good. I might be running a little low on Desert Escape. Not Desert Escape, on Storm of the Wilds, but I think I'm good on everything else. I don't use this, or this, or that. Don't use this. I use this. Don't use this. That goes in the boss mounts tab. Okay, we got 3 stacks of, go over here, this all goes over here. Then this, and this. Okay, set up in the order that I would use it. Alright. I'm gonna drop group and go push. Thanks for the help, guys. Alright. Make sure we have all the right assets on. I think we do. Let's start with 111. I actually am not a huge fan of this, but whatever. I love how it doesn't pull the aura. Fucking hell, man. This is not a great start. Actually, it's not that bad. Usually I don't even kill those. I just kill the I try to just kill the the extra HP ones because those give you good progress, but like everything else out of that sucks. Fuck off. I have retin. I need to have I have the wrong thing on. Oh my god. I cannot get the aura to die. There it goes. No, it's still alive. What the f... Could you die? Right, this is probably a reset at this point. Well, the problem is the super elites don't give any progress. Like, your average trash pack will give you more progress than killing that stupid super elite, right? It's like you get the same progress from a super elite that you get from one elite. Okay, you know, this is a reset. Fucking vampires. I'm not gonna fight them. Give me like a decent ad type. I'll just reset until I get a good one. Yeah, exactly. It's really bad when you get at that, like, a full run in the whole first floor is like nothing but super elites. I totally agree with you. Okay, make sure... This is supposed to be edge. I don't use ret when I'm, like, farming. Alright, there we go. But yeah, that's a big problem. I don't disagree. There's so many bugs related to pushing, it's just not fun, right? Thanks for the follow, Soma. Come on. Is it gonna load? I do not have DLSS. I have a AMD card, so it shouldn't be bugging out. Because I disabled it by default. Okay, we're just gonna restart the game. Right? So as long as I'm not getting one shot, though, 111 to 112 is gonna be a joke. It's good, like, if I get decent ads. I only really need decent ads on the first floor, though. Past that, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I've got the 5800 X3 to 7900 XTX. So basically, your processor's one gen ahead of mine, but same type setup. I'm just gonna upgrade to a 9800 X3D, because that jump is actually gonna be worth it. Yeah, exactly. It's not that. So, queued pending for game start. Why is there a queue? I just lost all my incense and potions, though. That sucks. Oh, nope, nope, nope. No, I almost just started that at 136. It's like, this was last season. Yeah, I'm doing that all day long, but, like, not this season. I'd say this season, like, 110 is probably the equivalent of, like, 170 from last. I think so, yeah. Alright, let's see. Let's try this again. Does anything other than freaking Ice Clan and vampires exist? Okay, that one was snakes and vampires. Looked like. That's also really bad. Just give me corpses or spiders and I'll be happy here. Fuck me. I know vampires are one of the most common ad type combinations because they have like 3 different things they can spawn with, but it is no less annoying. And corpses and spiders are technically the rarest here. You know what? I can fight this. Oh yeah, so I can eat those now. That's really nice. It ain't gonna happen, bro. I don't even need these boots anymore. I could go back to the old boots. The move speed ones. I usually don't like stay to fight just a single elite. Oh, now that I don't have to worry about constantly dying, I'm like clearing this fast as fuck. I keep dashing instinctively, like even though I'm not running tricks of the trade at all. Come on. Oh, this is good. Spiders. Nope. Not today. We're not dying to some dumb shit. Why is that thing not getting pulled, though? Did I just about one-shot that elite? What the hell did I just hit it with? No! Yeah, these spiders, man. What are you gonna do? I think we're okay on time. I'm not even gonna bother resetting this. I think I'm okay. We got spiders, but it's the worst spider variant. Oh, that was a fat 19 bill cast. This is the easiest time I've had, though, like, doing this at 110. So I'm almost able to 1cc shit now. Man, that death from the ice spider, though, that was annoying. Go. No. Bad corpse bow. Why can't I attack sometimes on a wall? It's so annoying. It just, like, will not let me rapid fire. Might as well kill this. It's almost dead. I'm still, like, acting like I'm afraid. I should be afraid of those, and I don't need to be anymore. So basically, if this is a fightable boss here, we should be able to beat this. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, please don't kill me again. No, we're good. So I'm hitting 5 bill and arrow out of stagger. Now. Okay, so we needed to kill like one thing and we're done, basically. Spirit color and we win. You know what? I'm okay with this. Spawn your ads. Spawn your ads. Okay, there we go. There's a good amount. The damage on that one kind of sucked, though. That's fine, though. We have tons of time. Okay, we need more ads here. Before I stagger, I need like one more ad spawn. But the bosses look like it's like... Oh, there we go. That's fine. Okay. I'm not familiar with the safe zones on this map. As in, I have no idea what they actually are. No, motherfucker! That knockback probably just killed me. Where are they coming from? Okay, I'm safe here. Okay, there. So we clip that. And then we pull it from the VOD. That's 111 done and with a minute to spare. And I scuffed the boss fight. What time is that? 2 hours and 40 minutes. Actually, that run was kind of scuffed overall because we died. So we didn't... Not only did I scuff the boss fight... This is a full fucking send it here. Let's see how this feels. This is 114. I think I could do 114. Like now. With enough fishing. Yeah, 113 for sure. Max Paragon, 114. Alright, 113 will be easy to clear, though. We do 113, and a Max Paragon, though, like, is a, like, 100% we're beating 114. Holy shit, I'm still at 3,800 decks? Almost? Alright, let's go for 113 here. We gotta put some room in between us and the overpower build. Man, I hate snakes. I need to fish another run with a good ad type at the start here. And I can do 113. Vampires are the absolute worst. Like, I refuse, like, if it's floor 2, unless it's a really good run, I won't even fight them. Like, I'm okay with bandits, I'm okay with one of the snake variants, there's actually 2 of them. I'm okay with corpses, I'm okay with spiders. Fuck vampires. I don't like snakes in particular, though, because of how CC heavy they can be, right? Yeah, I don't want to fight the snakes. Fuck off. Just let me pour it out so I can, like, actually choose what I want on the first floor here. Okay, so this is drown. Okay, this is corpses. I'm okay with this. So there's only two things drown can spawn with, and that's corpses and knights. Oh my god, this aura will not die. What? I thought they fixed that. Oh, that's a scuffed run. That aura at the start there just refused to die. Okay, well, it's even worse when you have it and, like, it basically gets you killed because, like, you're having to sit there for 3 times longer than you should because it just took you 9 rapid fire casts to kill an aura. Alright. Knights aren't bad. I screwed up my timing on my poison trap right there. I'm sort of questioning if I even want to run the Cry Rune anymore. I could run, like, War Cry and get more damage. We'll see how it goes. Because this is not going well so far. I think I need more Paragon still. For 113. Or a lot of fishing. Yeah, this is kind of... We're too slow already. We'll go... Let's drop it down to 112, see how it goes. Basically, we're right on the edge of clearing 111. Or, 113. To 114. 112 will probably be a cakewalk. Because, like, at this point, all we do with Paragon is pick up a lot more all-stat damage, and with it double dipping it, like, another missing, like, 20% all-stat is pretty big. Why are none of my arrows hitting this thing? I really should just move on at this point. Yeah, that was bad. Now we get the annoying ass runs where rapid fire arrows don't want to do what they're supposed to do, right? He gave us one easy run, so now it's just gonna, like, the controller target is gonna go to shit. The arrows are not gonna want to hit anything. That's what it feels like. Like, when we hit them, we fucking basically like, we're doing like 20 billion damage a hit, but like, the hitting them part is not happening like it should. Oh, we're so dead. I don't know how I survived, but I'm not gonna question it. Because I should be dead. See, if I had a 60% X Sky Hunter, though, definitely 113. Nope. That I just couldn't even target the elite. Funny. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're not making awful time. This is still going to be completable if it has a decent, like, second half. 18.7 bill right there. So how hard are you actually hitting cranks? Like actually? Like, are you seeing like 18 plus bill underneath, like, very commonly or not? Oh, it's the... 5102 mil is a bill. I'm hitting about 5 bill out of CC. Actually, this is really, really good for us here. Did the aura die? Usually there's elites in here. Like, it's so scuffed because I used to have like every elite spawn memorized for all the maps, and they went and changed it all, so like my pathing is all messed up too. Really? I might as well kill this. He's almost dead, right? That timing is perfect. Dropping the poison trap and it blows up right as he goes off unstopped. Oh, come on. You probably do more burst damage on elites than me. Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't. That wouldn't surprise me at all, to be honest. Like right there was just a 15.4. I didn't even use a knockdown on that, but for 15.4. $16. Yeah, I get the same thing with my overpowers. I think the hardest I've seen was 60 bill an arrow as well. Yeah, same. So if that was 5 minutes and 17 seconds to the boss, that wasn't bad for 112. We definitely got 112 down. My game just crashed again.